Super Yummy Kitchen!
Hello boys and girls, young chefs. Welcome back to Season 2 in the Super Yummy Kitchen!
We are with Chef Allegra and she is cooking frittata and garlic bread.
We're cooking these meals with our families,
Learning new skills and having loads of fun.
Here are all the ingredients you need. Joining us all the way from Canada is Chef Shaun.
Good to see you, Shaun.
Welcome to the Super Yummy Kitchen Canada edition. I'm Chef Shaun from Chartwells, Canada, and today we're going to make a delicious frittata thanks to Chef Allegra, but I'm going to do a little bit different spin and put my own Canadian twist.
Did you know Canada is the second largest country in the world by total area, and great big grizzly bears live there?
Let's get cooking! Make sure you wash your hands really well.
First, peel your potatoes just like Chef Andrew taught you when he made mash.
If you have someone to help you, they can cut up the broccoli at the same time.
Chop those potatoes up into smaller chunks and start boiling them for about 10 minutes.
Chef Allegra has a great way to tell when they're ready.
You can tell when the potatoes are nearly ready or are ready because, specs on, when you put a little thin knife in, they fall off. You put them in and the potato falls off.
Add your broccoli for your potato. Be careful.
Once your broccoli and potatoes have cooked for 3 minutes, drain the water and put them back in the pan. Chef Shaun has some extra woodland additions that you can make to add some variety.
Today we have a special ingredient, which is a wild garlic or wild onion. And I'm going to show you exactly where these come from because they grow in my garden. So let's go to the garden. So these are our wild leeks that grow here wild in Canada and also grow in the UK and parts of the United States too. There you go. These are our wild leeks.
Wow, that's so cool!
Now we're going to prepare our garlic bread.
So for garlic bread, you need a little bit of butter, about a spoonful, something like that. And obviously now garlic butter, so that's the butter. So what's the other? The garlic! So I'm going to take a couple of like regular sized cloves like that. And we're going to just put them on the board and chop them. Chop your garlic nice and small, but remember to be careful. Okay, so there is our smushed garlic. And that goes in there. Now add a little bit of delicious olive oil to give us some extra healthy fats. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, 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 smush.
Make 7 evenly spaced cuts in your baguette.
Now I'm not going all the way through, I'm just cutting it so that I can put the butter in between, so it's still held together. See, holding together like that. And then you use the little teaspoon to just pop it in the cuts there. Can you see we're going into the cuts there?
Try to get an equal amount in each cut.
And then anything that you've got left, I like to just rub it on the top. Oh, rub it on the top like that. And it's going to make it extra crispy and extra garlicky. And that's it.
Put the garlic bread on a tray and pop it in the oven for about 6 minutes at 200 degrees. That's very hot.
Back to our frittata while that cooks.
Our potatoes are now well drained. Get rid of the extra water. Potatoes and broccoli going back in the pan. And into that, I'm going to put a teaspoon of pesto.
Stir the pesto into the vegetables. Go slowly. Try not to break the potatoes.
Now we need the rest of our vegetables. I'm using peppers and tomatoes. Any tomatoes will do, just make sure to cut them up small enough. You can use lots of different ingredients for this. What would you do, Chef Shaun?
We're going to use our ingredients that we have here, which is our yellow bell peppers, delicious butternut squash, some red onions, a little bit of broccoli florets, and then also, if you didn't know, you can use the stems of the broccoli, very nutritious and delicious. A little bit of red bell pepper and some goat cheese, one of my favorites.
pour some olive oil into your pan and start to heat it up.
Don't forget to put the lid back on.
Olive oil has a really yummy smell when it gets warm, and I can smell that's now ready to go. If I put these in, I bet you it's going to give me a nice sizzle. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love a sizzle.
Pop your vegetables in the pan and let them fry.
Look at those colors. You could almost say that it actually looks like a rainbow.
Next, we are going to add a little bit of smoked paprika.
It just gives it like a sort of sweety, slightly smoky taste, and I really like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there too. Oh, and straight away I get that smell of the barbecue. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Now, the other thing you're going to need to make holiday eggs is eggs.
Crack your egg into a bowl.
Don't worry if your egg cracking isn't as amazing as Chef Shaun's. He's had lots of practice. And don't worry if you get a bit of shelling. You can always scoop it out.
I'm going to tip these out. Like that. And all their nice juice that comes with them. Lovely, lovely. And I'm going to give you, get a grown-up to do this bit, just a quick wipe out with a bit of kitchen paper. And back on the heat. Tiny splash more oil, just a little bit, just to make sure that the eggs don't stick. And then you just pop your eggs in, like this. You don't even need to whisk them. No, this isn't scrambled eggs, this isn't an omelette. This is what we call a frittata. And joy frittata is you can just pop the eggs in like that. And then when they are in, you get a rubber spatula, because whatever non-stick there is, you don't want to use anything metal on it. And you just break those yolks up like that.
Keep your eggs moving. Looking good, Oscar.
So when it's mainly set but wobbling on top, so you can see it's got a solid bottom, you go and you get your pesto potatoes and broccoli, and on they go. Like this. Lovely. Back on with the peppers and the tomatoes. They're still warm, they're delicious, they smell yummy.
We're also going to add some extra protein with some yummy mozzarella cheese.
You can use grated cheddar if you've got that, but I'm going with mozzarella. It goes really well with the pesto. And we all know what happens when mozzarella melts. It goes gooey and stringy, and we like that. Oh, yes, so. Out comes the garlic bread, and in goes the pan. Just a couple of minutes. Now, if you don't have access to an oven, or for example your pan doesn't have a metal handle, what you can do to melt the cheese is just put a plate on top, lower the heat down a bit, and the heat will just stay in there and melt the cheese. Let's have a look at our garlic bread. There it is, look at that. The smell coming off that is just perfect.
Let your frittata cook for 2 to 3 minutes.
Remember, if you put it in the oven, the handle will be hot, so you may want to get a grown-up to help you take it out.
Okay, everyone, let's check out our frittata. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Well done, everyone. That looks amazing. Chef Shaun has even added some smoked maple syrup for that extra Canadian twist.
Have a great day, everyone, and I hope you enjoy.
There they are. Oh, and garlic bread. What could be better? Oh, enjoy. See you next time.
Did you have fun cracking all those eggs, Oscar?
Yes, Georgie, I had lots of fun making it. And you'd really be pleased because we added loads of veg.
Well done, Oscar. Adding all those veggies is not only great for our health, but they give the frittata extra crunch and tons of flavour.
Don't forget to check out the egg experiment activity sheet.
Getting children involved in cooking recipes improves the likelihood of them giving new things a try. This frittata is a fun and easy recipe to get everyone involved. Plus it's packed full of nutrients, a great dinner to refuel active kids.
Next week, we are cooking can fish pie with Chef Andrew. And joining us all the way from Florida in America, Chef Chris and Ario.
And it's simply delicious.
And super yummy. Brought to you by Chartwells.
See you next time.